We gonna go out, Lucy? Hurry up, Ellie, come on. So, Stefan is coming to power wash today. I asked him when he came here to give us an estimate of how much it was going to cost. Hurry up, girlie. Come on. Hurry. I said, could you please call a day ahead of time to let us know that you're coming to power wash? And he said, sure. So he calls me this morning, literally probably like 10-15 minutes ago. I was still in my PJs. I had to go upstairs, throw my clothes on, and I do have to cut my grass today. But before I cut my grass today, he's coming, and I have to take all of this off my deck. Really. So I can get probably most of it off, but that's too heavy, and obviously that's too big. I'm not going to be able to do that. I can lift everything else. That tree's going to be a pain, and so's that one. I'm going to have to get my dolly out of the shed. And look what I have to do. I have to take all of this wood back over to the wood pile. And he's probably going to be here in about 45 minutes. So let's see how much I can get done in 45 minutes. Okay. So, I'm sweating like a dog. I got all of this off so far. I need to go get the dolly because I got to get this and that planter, that tree, that planter there, and get them moved down here. And you see this because it's hot. It's like in the 80s. And this is why I wanted everything pressure washed. You know, the day before we were going to paint, so that it's just one move of furniture. Well, because of all the rains and stuff that we've had, this kid to pressure wash everything, he had to squeeze me in when he could. Is that him that's here? Hold up. So we had to work around his schedule, so that wasn't so good. Harry, he has a long weekend because he's off on Friday. But I think he's got an errand he's got to run on Friday. And then, as long as it doesn't rain this weekend, we need to really paint. And I'm going to have to call him here, because I do not want to lug all of this stuff back up here if he's going to want to paint here. Like I said, he's off on Friday. We wouldn't do it Friday, but maybe Saturday. And today's Wednesday, so it would be Thursday, Friday. Yeah, to move all this back up, then to move it all back down there again. Of course, I'd have help. I'd have Harry to help me with that. I don't know. I'll have to see. I'm going to call him and see if he's thinking about painting this weekend. Because if he is, I'll bring some of the things back up here. But like these heavy pots and stuff that are really, really heavy, the heavy stuff, like that chimenea there, and all that's going to stay put down here. I had to move my wood bin, and you see why I have to move it. Because you see all the dirt and leaves and everything that collect there, and this, see, all of this needs to be moved, and that this is why these planters have to be moved, because there's rings, and all of that dirt and stuff has to be off before we can paint. And so that's another reason when I get these planters off, they have to stay put down here somewhere. I might be able to bring some of the lighter furniture back up. But yeah, all my planters will be staying down there. And when Stefan comes, because he did not give me advance notice like he was supposed to have, I cannot move that, this, or this. That's two people to move all of that. So he's going to have to like clean around everything, and then he's going to have to pull out and then clean and then put back. I can help him lift this and move back there and that thing there. But yeah, why do people do this? Why is it that you ask, you know, call me in advance? There's reasons, and I even gave him the reason. I said, because I have all of this stuff on my deck, I have to move it. And it's like, I have people that live in this house with me. I would like some help. This stuff is heavy. So anyway, what are you going to do? You got to work around everybody else's schedule, right? So as soon as he's done pressure washing all of this, all of my grass and everything should be all dried out from the downpours of rain we had yesterday. And that's the other thing, I was getting all wet. My rugs are all wet, the cushions, and so when I was lifting everything, water was coming all over me too. But when my grass dries out, then I got to cut my grass. Well, on a positive note, so we've got all of that lined up there, and that's going to have to stay like that. And you know what? That's actually going to have to put Harry in the mood. We've got to get the deck painted this weekend, because he knows these things are really heavy to move, and to then try to move them back up, then move them back down, and to leave that where there's not much of a walkway, that's even going to bother him, where he shouldn't put off getting this deck painted. So anyway, on the positive note from my last little segment that I did, I went in the house as soon as I put the camera down to go get my keys for the shed. And guess what? Brian was coming down the stairs. So he moved all the trees and the planters. The only thing he really had to use the dolly for was the two trees there. And see that planter next to it? The top part of it broke. It's one of these, it's like ceramic pottery, but see that? So either I got to go get a new pot and try to transplant that, or what I might have to do is just be very careful in putting that back up there, because I do like that pot. I do like it very much, but I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. So anyway, I was able to sweep some of the debris up, and so now we're ready to go. All of this stuff I'm just going to leave here, and Stefan can clean around it. And then that way, like I said, if we can get this deck painted here within the next couple days, me and Harry can carry that stuff down easily to the yard there. So anyway, now I just need to wait for him to come. I'm going to put my broom away, and I'm going to go in the house and pour myself a nice cup of coffee. Oh, I just took a shower a little while ago. My hair's almost dry finally. I have to put some makeup on. I don't know. It's getting so late in the day. I don't know if I should put any makeup on. But this has been one very busy, crazy day without even any notice. I wasn't expecting anybody to be at my house today. I've had Stefan here to do the power washing. He's done the front. Look, now the Scots guy is here. And Stefan's done really good with the cleaning. It's taken him a long time to do the whole front of the house. And so he and his girlfriend, wife, whoever she is, they went out to lunch. And when they come back, hopefully they'll get started on the back. And here's my son Josiah and Melissa. And I'm sure they're coming to tell me about the baby. They went to have their sonogram today. So anyway, that's probably what he's coming to tell me. And so yet another unexpected person. So that pergola's cleaning up so nice. I might not have to paint that. That would be nice. Okay, it's been a very long, eventful day. And a couple wardrobe changes, because I had on my clothes that I was working outside this morning, very early this morning, with my gray shirt. Then I came in, I took a shower, washed my hair, and I put on that other tank top that I had and a pair of tan shorts. And then I spilled, garbage. I don't want to go through the whole thing. Anyway, my garbage bag that was doubled, that should have been fine. I don't know. A hole was in it or whatever, and I had stuff that went all down my legs and my feet and my arm, and coffee grounds that were stuck all to me. Where are you going? Come on, come in, Chloe. Anyway, I had to change my clothes again. And I've got barking dogs. So anyway, it is almost 6:30. And I finished cleaning my kitchen. And I finished vacuuming after we ate. And now I have to get these dogs in here. Look how bare my deck is. Look at that. Come on, Lucy. I also talked to Harry. Now. Anyway, I talked to Harry. Lucy, now. He will be home early tomorrow afternoon. What are you doing? Lucy! Now. Harry will be home early tomorrow afternoon. He's been in Baltimore since Monday. And anyway, he could drive it, but he'd have to get up early every day to go for these meetings and stuff. But anyhow, yeah, he'll be home tomorrow. But in the meantime, I need to get my Windex and my paper towels. And I need to go clean my door over there. It's got like water spots all over. And Stefan moved, you know, like my flower pot and my rocking chair over there. They need to be repositioned. But my door is all spotty. I have to go take care of that. And my neighbor across the street, she's cutting her lawn. And anyway, it's just been, I'm exhausted. This was a really busy day today. And it's like every time I turned around, somebody was coming to my house. I was not expecting not one person today. I thought today I was going to get up and do a little bit of cleaning because outside stuff is done. I knew I had to go cut the grass and I was going to do a little, you know, cleaning and so forth in here. No, it didn't turn out that way. But anyway, I can clean tomorrow. So anyhow, I'm going to say goodbye and I'll see you next video.